Hello crafty friends, welcome to the Wow Embossing channel. I am Sasha, bringing you Card Maker's Delight. So today we're going to be making this super sparkly and hoppity egg-tastic guy. So let's get crafty. I started by dividing a Wow Embossing Powder A5 sheet of white cardstock into half, 3/4 and 1/4. This should be enough for die cutting the small elements. I then ink up the half piece with some Wow Embossing slow drying ink, and then I pour some palm embossing powder from the Tropical Nights trio over it. So as I'm heating this up, let's just take a moment to really appreciate this stunning golden green combo. Love it! So I'm going to go ahead and repeat these steps with the 3/4 piece, but this time I'm using the Candles embossing powder from the Birthday Cake trio. Now this glossy finish is just glorious, so make sure you double emboss this panel for that super smooth glossy finish. For the last piece, I sectioned it into two, and for the top bit I am using Niagra blues and the other half is Catherine Puller Glitz, and they are both divinely glittery. Okay, so it's die cutting time now, and for that I've got this flower set from Tonic Studios, but you can use whatever you have. I'm going to use this leaf die here for the carrot tops, and I'm not really sure what this piece here is supposed to be, but it looked carroty once you remove that circle bit, so I'm going to use that to cut out my carrots, and then this cute little flower die here for the flowers, obviously. A little sprinkle of YouTube magic and the die cutting is done. You need 8 leaves, 8 carrots and 4 flowers, but don't forget to keep your scraps because they will definitely come in handy at some point. I'll just pop those to the side for now. I've got the Mrs. Pet sets by Karen Joan, and I'm using 2 sets because one set is actually a dog and the other set is the bunny, and I like the dog's body because it's one piece, whereas the bunny's body is a bit too many little bits and I am way too lazy to be die cutting that. So the dog set also comes with this cute little basket, and I will also use the bunny ears from the bunny set. So to die cut that, I've embossed a small panel in Earl Grey, super sparkly Earl Grey embossing powder, and I'm just going to die cut my bunny from that, and for the basket I will use some craft card. Another sprinkling of YouTube magic and our bunny is all done. So now I'm just using a pink alcohol marker to add some pink to his inner ear and also his cheeks. There are actually many videos that show the assembly of this bunny, that's why I didn't include it. So if you do need to see the assembly, then comment below and I'll give you a link. So now I've got this oval nesting die and some of this dark eggish blue pearlescent cardstock. The oval die is about 5 inches tall and 4 inches wide, and this is going to be our egg. So to make the egg, place your ruler at about 3/4 of your oval and then draw a faint line with a pencil. Bring the ruler down about 1.5 centimeters and then make another line. Okay, then take that ruler back to the top line and you're just going to make dots at 1 centimeter increments. Then take it down and make dots at 0.5 centimeter increments. So now that that's done, take your scissors and join the dots, and this will give us a little zigzag, which will give us the cracked egg effect. If you have a die, then obviously use your die, but if you don't, just do this. This panel here is 5.5 inches by 3.5, and we're just going to place it on our scoreboard and score it at 2.5, and then fold that over and burnish the lines. Then we're going to fold the top flap in half, and we're just going to burnish that so that the lines are nice and tidy, and this will give us our little interactive piece. So now I'm just doing some die cut surgery, and I cannot believe it's actually working, guys. That looks like a carrot, right? So I'll go ahead and finish surgery on all my other carrots, and then I'm now going to use some brown acrylic paint just to splatter some optional splatters on my egg. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to. Once that is dry, I'm going to put that bit to the side, and then I'm going to start sticking down some of these leaves. So I want my carrots to have sort of like a zigzag pattern, so I'm just using them to see where to glue my leaves. I'm going to go ahead and finish gluing up my leaves, and then I'll just trim off these bits here and start adding my carrot. So once our carrots are done, we're going to go ahead and grab this interactive piece here and add some red line tape to it. Then I will stick it to the bottom of my oval and just make sure that it is centered and evenly spaced out on the sides. And then I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce all those score lines so that our card sits nicely. I'm then going to take the bottom piece and place it where I need it to go, and when I am happy with that, I will just mark it with a pencil. And this is where I realized that I had made a mistake, because my bottom was a bit too short, because my panel had been 5 inches instead of 5.5 inches, so that's why it was short. But I fixed it at the end because there was no way I'm starting again. Anyway, I added some foam tape to that piece, and I will stick it in place and then trim off the excess, then glue on the flowers, just popping up the petals a bit. Well, it turns out that I don't actually have any Easter sentiments. I don't even know why, but today I'm just going to write Happy Easter on the inside and then go over it with the pen there. Obviously, when you're doing yours, you can go ahead and stamp whatever sentiment that you want. And then we're just going to add some foam tape to our little bunny here, and then stick him in place and finish off with a few of these gold pearls. Ta-da! There goes our sparkly guy. Isn't he just the cutest? Oh my goodness. So you can go ahead and trim off those carrots off the edges, but I have decided to just leave it the way it is because I like how it looks. And when he hops up, he reveals that little surprise on the inside there. If you wanted to display it, just pop your carrots behind that cracked egg line there, that ziggy-zaggy line, and that should be enough to display him. Oh, look at that. So adorable. I just really love this card, and I hope you love it as much as I do. And if you don't, go ahead and check out the sparkle camera. Look at that. I bet you love it now. So sparkly and shiny. Guys, head on over to the Wow Embossing Powder blog to make this cute little basket tag, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more ideas, tips and tricks on how to use your embossing powders. Don't forget to also like this video, and please comment below what's your favorite thing about Easter. Let's get to know each other, guys. Bye.